Pet Bus. It's the way to travel around New Zealand for our furry friends. There's cosy cages and custom meals for those lucky enough to get a boarding pass.
You're on the way down to Wellington.
Tauranga.
Nelson.
Everyone on board is moving home, so it's a tight schedule on a road thousands of kilometres long with impatient passengers, especially when things go wrong. So join us for a fun-filled trip of animal encounters from pickup to delivery.
Hello!
Meet Kuno, our very first VIP, very important pet passenger. He's off to Christchurch from Hamilton to be reunited with his brother.
My mother-in-law passed away and one of her wishes was that he went back home.
Next up, a Jack Russell called Remy. He's bound for a fun-filled farm at Woodville. He's come very prepared with his winter coat. Next is Bridget to keep the boys company. She's going all the way to the last stop at Invercargill. There'll be a short trip north before we turn south, and good news, we're ready to go.
Right, let's hit the road.
So it's bye-bye Hamilton. Are we there yet? Nope. We've arrived in Huntly bang on time, but Lawrence, the ragdoll cat with a seat booked, is nowhere to be seen.
Right, we're just going to wait for Lawrence to arrive. I mean, this lady, she's obviously a bit lost. She can't find us, but she'll be here shortly, hopefully. We'll get last minute bookings all the time, all the way through the run. Yeah. Then we end up getting held up a bit, but it's all good. It's a lot of patience, but we're good.
There's 16 stops on today's run, and if anyone's even a smidgen late, we'll have some very grumpy passengers. But now some hope.
Yeah, so straight opposite, you'll see the bus parked. It's a big bus with a trailer with pets all over it. You can't miss us. She's on her way. She's found us.
Little ragdoll Lawrence, he's going to his new owner in Tauranga. He's so bouncy as a kitten, so I used to call him Lawrence of Arabia because he reminds me of the movie. I'm a breeder of ragdoll kittens. But my first time using the pet bus, yeah, I'm really happy with the service, and I'm really happy for him that he's got this lovely lady.
Lawrence of Arabia is off. As the pet bus leaves for Auckland for owner Karen, it started back in 2004 after an emotional sequence of events.
We were blue heeler breeders. We had a litter of pups and I put them on the airline to go back down to Wellington. Once they arrived down in Wellington, 2 of the puppies were dead. One was near to it and the other one just never survived through the trauma of whatever happened. So from that stage onwards, I decided that I wasn't going to fly my pups anymore, and that's how the pet bus started, just from that.
Nowadays, the pet bus is Karen's family business. And in fact, at the next stop on the Bombay Hills, it picks up some excited kids.
So those are 2 little rescue goats from a dairy farm just down the road. And those 2 are 7 weeks old. And basically they're unwanted, so what we do is we pick them up, we feed them, give them a bit of shelter, and then we move them on to mainly as pets. And kids love them, so it's great fun.
For the kids, everything's an exciting adventure. But they'll be travelling with another goat, and we don't mean Roger Federer, who might not find things quite as much fun.
We call him John because he came out fighting fit, and we call him John after John Cena. He's off to Tahipi. He's going to be a breeding buck, so he'll be in a stud situation down in Tahipi, as far as I understand. Unfortunately, I'm not his mum. I'm just his carer.
With John Cena the stud goat and the kids all aboard, we continue to Auckland, where a rock star passenger awaits. A 10-week-old French bulldog.
We're dropping off our Bruce Springsteen French Bulldog, and he's off from Auckland to Wellington. He's just a real sweet dog. He's going to be such a lovely mate for somebody. He's going to a couple that already have a husky, so he's going to have a brother. Here's Bruce.
Hi, Bruce.
Oh, Brucey, see you, sweetheart.
Very cute.
Aww, see you, baby.
Thank you.
Thank you.
See ya.
See you.
A little nervous to begin with, but the boss soon settles in.
Bye, mate.
Cool. Thank you.
But he's a long time waiting. It's a busy stop at Auckland. There's dashing Darren the Dash Hound, who's off to Christchurch. Popular stop.
I just got this little toy. Yep, look at that.
And there's Loki the Schnauzer, going to the South Island's famous river town, Vauclutha.
Right, we've hit the road.
They'll be accompanied by the dulcet tones of owner Karen.
It's a long way in the cargo. It's a long way to go.
Well, that should speed the journey up. And with 800 kilometres to go before the ferry out of Wellington, plus another 800 stops, not everyone is up for games.
So this little one is going through to Woodend? Yeah. Alicia?
In Pyroa in the Waikato, we pick up Ben, the Yorkshire Terrier, another VIP for Christchurch. And we're back on the road. Owners with time on their hands can GPS track their pet and spy on them. Cameras stuck here, microphones stuck there. It's a must-see watch. They can even tell them jokes. That's very good. Kia ora Taronga. It's milking time for some, whilst Karen has a surprise for a lady who definitely wasn't watching the cameras on board.
Oh my goodness, aren't you a big fellow? Today I've collected Lawrence. This time yesterday I didn't know I was going to be the owner of a cat. My daughter in Invercargill organised the whole thing. I am looking forward to the company. I didn't realise how much I had missed my previous cat, and I felt a bit lost without, but at the same time, every time I thought of her I burst into tears, so I wasn't ready for another animal, not at that point, but now I am. I didn't notice any stress on him at all, so obviously the pet bus works well for him.
So, one off and two on. Poodles Coco and Snowy.
You're going down to my brother-in-law's, who lost a poodle recently. His way of dealing with grief is to buy two more. He's really looking forward to seeing them. First time I've been inside, it's really clean, tidy. You can see they really care for their animals, which is really nice to see.
Right, their destination is Timaru.
Timaru.
While Roomies Coco and Snowy inspect their travelling arrangements, Kuno and Bella head to the powder room. Another fluffy VIP joins the doghouse, but Leanne has received a coded message.
My husband rang me, he said there's a system coming up. He just warned us just to be careful.
If this is code for bad weather as we suspect it might, Lawrence the ragdoll cat has been dropped off just in time. In his place, a feisty British short-haired kitten. Poodles Coco and Snowy better look out. With the main bus now heading to Napier, way out west, Eddie prepares the western shuttle, which will meet up with the main one.
You can do that.
And talk of storms has brought out the philosopher in him.
I feel the responsibility that I've got to get all these pets safely to their destination, just how a bus driver would have humans in a bus.
Wise words from the west coast. But back at the east coast, a storm isn't the only thing that hasn't shown up.
We gave him a call and there was, no response from our call either. People buy the puppy off the breed, well, so-called breeders. So they book the pet bus and then when we go to pick it up, there's no show. Yeah, it might be a bit of a scam. We do get scams go on, ends up being false numbers, everything's false, and these poor guys that have just paid out money or a mastiff puppy or whatever, it doesn't exist.
Thanks for your help, and we'll get the police involved.
We've got a big warning on our website warning people about it. Yeah, it's quite a serious thing. You see these people paying huge money for puppies and they don't even exist.
Next time on Pet Bus, Remy the Jack Russell is excited to meet his new owner. Our stud arrives in Sanson.
He looks happy as.
And stop the bus! There are gremlins on board!
I need a call out, please.